Oh, hey guys. I just finished recording another first video. Oh yeah, I can't call it a video on my other channel. I started my second channel. It's more about my career. I'm gonna talk about working from home there and also vlogging and SEO and outsourcing on the channel. So if you like to subscribe there, go ahead. I'm gonna put the link down below of the channel. So that's why I look formal right now. So I'm just gonna talk about something, but before that, let me just change into something because I don't want to have the same thumbnail because I have this ring for that. Okay, let me just change. Okay, here we are. The Flash on the house. The Flash. It's a girl. The Flashy. So let me just open. So I got here my first video about the first time flyer guide. So I got a number one. I just saw a video that is his first time riding on a plane. Okay, that is funny. Anyway, it's Maninay, right? Okay. So in this video or vlog video, we're going to talk about Q&A. It's actually a Q&A about first time flyer guide. It's actually more like a first time flyer guide tips. Manina is really funny. Anyway, comments. Okay. Where do I start? So I actually found, so I know I wrote something about this video and what I should discuss about. So yeah, I was looking for this. I'm also gonna answer the questions. I think pretty much what I'll discuss here, my tips for this video for first time flying or or flying for the first time is actually here, and basically answers all the questions on your YouTube in that video. If you want to watch that video, I'm gonna put that video link down below because there's a lot of people watching it and it's so embarrassing because it wasn't properly made. Everything failed for me that day, so this is just like really a follow-up on what I should have told you guys that time. So here are my tips for the first time flyers in the Philippines. First one I should have told you guys is do a screenshot. I think I mentioned it in the video, but do have a screenshot of your ticket, especially if you have booked it yourself, because if you have booked it in an agency, they're of course going to give you a printout, so you have no problem with that. But make sure that you're able to take a picture of the ticket if you just have it, because just in case you lost the printout, do have a picture of it, save it somewhere, like share it with your friends who you're flying with. If you're flying alone, send it to yourself. Yeah, that's number one tip I could share with you, because if you're like me who forgets things, so make sure you'll be able to take a picture of stuff, especially if you're flying outside of the country, to take a picture of it. With a screenshot, you can just save it on your phone and then actually oh god. So again, the first thing is to take a picture or a screenshot of your ticket. So when you just have it in your phone, you can just show to the guard, because actually the only one that is asking for your ticket is the ones who is asking for your tickets is actually the airport security guards, so for them to make sure that you're there to fly out, not to just roam around, because that is not a mall, that's an airport where people leave. So yeah, that's what they want to make sure about. So what I usually do is just have a screenshot prepared while lining up. I think there's only one lane here in Cebu, or one X-ray, what do you call that? Check area, security check area, that will just ask for your ticket. Sometimes they're gonna ask you to zoom in with the date, the time of your flight, just to make sure. And please make sure that your phone is very accessible. That's why I love backpacks or bags that have a lot of pockets, because number one, if a snatcher is looking at me, he's not sure which pocket I put my money on or my phone in. So that's why I love bags with a lot of pockets. But the second one is I'll be able to easily put things that I need to be able to access to where I want it to be. So make it accessible, because you just have to drag your bag, then show them your phone or your ticket. So make your ticket accessible within your reach. Second tip, be there 2 hours before, not leave your place 2 hours before your flight. Especially here in Cebu or even in Manila, you must have a travel allowance. So you must be there 2 hours before the flight. Because for example, if your flight is 10:30, the check-in counter will be opened 2 hours before the flight. So that will be around 9:30 or maybe something 9:45. They'll close that counter because they have to finalize who are able to check in at the counter. So we'll be able to finalize the number of passengers they have on the plane, the name of the passengers on the plane, because I don't know, I forgot what they call it. They have to finalize that, and also they have to put the bags on the plane. So yes, you must be there 2 hours before. Plus the other hour is also for going to the around in the airport. 10:30 is actually the peak, one of the peak hours in the airport. So there's a lot of people there, a lot longest lane that you'll get for a day. In the video, there's actually the vlog that I made, there's actually a few of us there because it was, I think, very early, no, late at night. So that's why there's not much of people. So web check-in, take advantage of it, especially if you have no bags to check in. Do check in yourself. Again, actually, I think Cebu Pacific actually accepts now, how many days? 4 days before the flight, I think you can now check in to that flight. And you can also check in at least 2 hours before the flight. So take advantage of it, especially if you're a type person who is a type of person like Shanky who estimates the wrong time. Because Shanky and I was not able to hop on the plane because of her. Because I just live nearby the airport, and she's like further away, about 2 hours away from the airport. So that's why we were not able to go to Siargao this year, because she was late. Baggage is not included here in the Philippines. It's not included in your ticket except for Philippine Airlines. Philippine Airlines, I believe it's 20 kilos or 15, was it, that is included in your ticket. So when you book a flight with Philippine Airlines, that is already a 15 kilos or 20 if I am not mistaken, included in your baggage. So I didn't really have a baggage problem with Philippine Airlines because 15 to 20 kilograms is just enough for me. With Cebu Pacific, have to pay add-ons on it. So make sure you're able to estimate how much kilos you need for your flight, for your trip, and also your return back. But if you're not able to estimate it, you can actually add the baggage for about at least 2 hours or 4 hours before your flight, and buy or add a baggage on your for your ticket. And for those who are asking if, for example, you don't have weighing scale at your home or at the hotel, you don't know how much it weighs, and you don't have the skills like me. I don't have any skills on estimating the weight of the item, any item at all, and you decided to just, okay, let them weigh it and I'll just pay for the baggage, add-on baggage. Don't do that, please, because the rate when you book before your flight and when you check in is totally different. It's around, if I remember it right, it's 200 pesos per kilo. You're going to pay 200 pesos per kilo. So 5, reading the ticket. I actually have a ticket here that I found in my trash. So luckily my sister left her ticket here, but my mom threw it in the trash now. Yeah. So this is her specific ticket. So I'm gonna teach you how to read or find out where you are sitting. You'll be able to find your seat number here, 14C. So this is her baby's ticket. So since we decided to have her baby on her lap, so the baby is attached to her ticket because she's going to be in her lap. So 14C is their seat. So usually the plane from Cebu to Manila are the huge plane, the plane that have 3 rows per side. So there's an aisle over here, then over here is the other side, then over here is the other side. 3, a total of 6. So for smaller plane, there's just 2. So what does 14C means? So when you enter the airplane from the head of the airplane, because there are actually 3 doors in a plane or 2, there's one in front, in the middle and from the butt of the airplane. So when you enter from the head of the airplane, the ones over here are A, B, C, and then D, E, F. So I hope that helps. That's how you find the seat on the plane. So next is seat reservation. My sister asked me to reserve her a seat for 14 seats because she wants to be seated at the aisle, because my niece Mia wants to go roam around and she doesn't want to bother anyone sitting on the window if she sits on a window seat. It's optional for you to book or reserve a seat. You can also, if few hours before your flight you want to reserve that seat, you can do that, just like the baggage thing. But if you don't mind sitting anywhere on the plane, then don't bother paying extra for it. I don't usually pay extra for it. But here's a tip. If you want to be seated in a window seat, when you check in, ask the check-in lady or the check-in counter lady nicely, "Miss, can you put me on a window seat?" They usually let you. They usually tell you that I'll try, ma'am, because sometimes people prefer window seats, especially if you're late, you're almost late with your flight. There's a little chance that you'll get the seat that you want. If you don't want to be separated with your friends, brother, your sister, your parents, or anyone with you flying with you, then I do recommend that you do reserve a seat. But if you don't mind getting separated, if you don't mind being with or sitting with someone who you don't know, then just don't pay extra for it. I think you're gonna pay at least 200 for it to make sure that seat, the 14th seat, is mine, not yours but mine. Celebrities do reserve their seats on the front row, the first row, because they want to be first in and first in and first out from the plane, because people go crazy sometimes when they see celebrities on the plane. If sometimes you are wondering, really, you know that is your plane and someone else is going first there and he's not on the lane and he goes there, he rides on the plane first, it's actually a celebrity, guys. Don't worry. Okay, let's go now to your questions on that video. Okay, Ab Lipiat, didn't you have to pay an airport fee? Actually, here in Cebu, it's not the same with all airports in the Philippines. Here in Cebu, when you buy a ticket for your domestic flight, it's actually already included in your ticket. So when we flew from Cebu to Cagayan de Oro, Cebu to Manila, it's already included in your ticket. Even you're flying with different airlines like Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, and AirAsia. But if you're flying international flight like Cebu to Singapore, the terminal fee is not included in your ticket. I believe the terminal fee was I forgot. I'll put the terminal fee for here for international flights. I found out about that when we sent our sister in the airport when she had to go back now in the US. Again, domestic flights, the terminal fee is included in your ticket. When you're flying international flights, the terminal fee is not included in the ticket and you have to go to the airport cashier, or what do you call that? Yeah, let's just say airport cashier to pay the terminal fee. But for other airports like Puerto Princesa Airport, I also believe Coron Airport, Davao was also, and Cagayan de Oro, they prefer that you actually yourself, when you are there in the airport, after checking in the check-in counters, you're going to pay your terminal fee. From May and Lee, hi po, may additional fees po ba dyan if napipili ang seat? Kasi when I book online, I click the seat first. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is answered already in my tips. Again, if you are already in a check-in counter, you can just say, ask the ladies kindly to put you in a preferred seat you want. But no, it won't be there's no charges for it, because where you will be seated is just what's left. Biel, hi po, pwede ba dyan bumili ng bouquet of flowers? Oh, yeah, I actually replied to this comment. I actually didn't know, or did not notice a bouquet of flowers there, and right now I've got a feeling that there is actually a flower, but I'm not sure. Okay, maybe on my next flight when I am flying out one day, hopefully I'll try to check it out for you. Barbie Ken. Oh, okay. She didn't have any question. Janine, I'm glad you came up with this video. It's very useful for me for my first time flight alone. Oh, thank you. I hope this one will help you too, because this is more detailed. That one, I actually wanted to make those videos for each airport that I'll be going to, but every time I try, I feel it. Jonam Jane Molde, do you have videos for international flight? I wish. I said to you guys last year that I was going abroad, not to work abroad, just, you know, the plan is actually to go to Thailand, then lay over in Malaysia, and then stay for a couple of days in Singapore. But Chanel got injured because she went go what do you call that, canyoneering in June, and our flight was scheduled in July, and she can't walk starting in June, so we decided, okay, let's just not do this anymore, just not force it, because I don't want her to be injured. Well, you know, you should be having fun when you travel. So I'm still hoping to go to at least Singapore and Thailand, because Thailand is very like Philippines and I want to see it. Singapore is like the total opposite of the Philippines, so I want to see it. Now we're joined by Kara. Thank you. Yes, I'm actually on the floor right now. Can I say hi, Chan Chan? So anyway, I'm still hoping that I'll still at least be able to visit Singapore. I'm also dreaming of Hong Kong right now. My best friend and I, you haven't seen my best friend yet. So we were talking about going to Hong Kong, but again, as I mentioned on the previous video, I might not be able to travel much next year because of situation. So I might be able to just fly out once, not international flight though, just here in the Philippines. But it's okay, it will be fun. But I won't say no to an invitation. Anyway, let's just go back to this. Yeah, I think there's no more questions, just a few questions. Yeah, I hope this was able to answer your questions. I hope I was able to help you guys with your airport thing questions, and I'll try to make another vlog on the airport applying all these tips to you, so you can actually visually see it, because it's different when someone just say it to you. This is how to do it, this is how you should do it, and da 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 da. And it's different when you actually see it visually, what's going on. So I'll try to make one for you guys if there's a flight that will be gifted to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this vlog. Please don't forget to subscribe. There's actually a lot of people watching my first time flight guide vlog and did not subscribe, so please subscribe and give this video if you like it, if you appreciate what I do, if I was able to help you a bit, give this video a thumbs up please, and share this video if you find it useful, helpful, and you want to share it with someone. Please feel free to do that for me, please. And also, please, most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. And again, with my second channel, if you like those topics, working from home, SEO, blogging, and outsourcing, please subscribe also to the channel. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. See you guys next Friday, where I will be talking about passports, because our passports are now being updated. So I want to give you guys a follow-up on your questions questions posted on that video and some messages sent to me privately on Facebook. I want to answer it through that video next week. Subscribe to this channel and let's talk about it next week. So again, see you guys next week, next Friday, and take care and have a great holiday. Bye bye.